shout it out from the rooftops. I am an Office fan. I really am an Office fan, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get into that real quick. And it sucks so much that they took it off Netflix. If you're an Office fan whatsoever, you understand. I mean, and then they put it on Peacock. Peacock? They might as well just call that The Office. You know? Like, there's nothing else on Peacock that people are dying to see except The Office. Just call it The Office. You know? Like, just subscribe to the Office Network. You know, like, I would love, you know, and I know nothing about it, but all I know is in the heavy hitters of streaming platforms, you know, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Plus, HBO Max, Peacock isn't on there. You know what I mean? What has it got? It must just be like the NBC network, because I believe The Office is an NBC, so maybe it's just all the NBC shows, or maybe I'm just completely wrong. But man, when they took that off Netflix, that was always something that I could just turn on in the background while I'm doing my art or anything. And man, it's crazy because I haven't watched it since they, you know, I mean, I've watched it a little bit since they took it off. Because my uncle got me the entire season on DVD. I don't have a DVD player. And these iMacs, since they're like, you know, 0.5 millimeter thin, obviously they couldn't put a CD player in there. I'm like, and that's a whole nother discussion, you know what I mean? Like, making these things so much thinner. I mean, how about you make it a little bit thicker and don't miss out on all this great stuff? Like, I really don't understand. You know, like, people still use CDs, you know? People still use CDs. On my MacBook Pro 16-inch, not the M1 version, but the one right before that, it just has 4 USB-Cs. I'm like, hey? USB-Cs? Yeah, maybe they're the future, but we're not living in the future. We're living in the now. And the now still uses USB, you know, A and B and blah, blah. So, I mean, I'm having to get, and I know the benefit, you know, it's more efficient and, you know, faster charging or whatever. But it's like, I don't want to have to get all these you know, adapters, you know what I mean? It's really annoying. Oh God, it's had some random, like, spasm in my neck. Weird. So, let me go through the VV Hall real quick. Actually, what was I just talking about? Oh yeah, The Office. So The Office, so right off the bat, I've probably seen every single episode of The Office no less than 30 times. Alright? And that's a lot. That's a lot. Now, seen is a loose term. Because a lot of the time I would have it in my headphones, it's to the side, and I'm doing something else, and I'm just listening to it. And I get to the point where I've seen it so many times that me hearing it is basically the same thing as me listening to it, if that makes sense. So,